JCL Films, and we are creating a thriller short film called False Perception. And just a quick little sum up for you if you want to just picture. It's Donnie Darko meets Fight Club. So try and picture that in your head and take from that as you meet the team. I'm Luke Pinkham. I'm the director and producer.
I'm John Davis, and I'm going to be the editor and producer.
I'm Jack Lee, and I'm going to be the camera operator and producer.
Our idea. Our logline: shy but popular Max has his world turned upside down when he meets the charismatic Ella, but is she all that she seems?
Our tagline for the short film is, have you ever questioned reality?
And the short little synopsis of our film is obviously the story of a teenager called Max, who's got growing demons inside his head, which begins to take over his mind. As the story goes on, his life begins to unravel with the continued pressure of his closest friend, which he met, Ella, who's become a heavy strain on his life. And now he's questioning his reality, and you realise there's no going back once he does that.
Our mood board, we wanted to try and infuse all of the thriller concepts and the dark side of what we're trying to create, and we tried to use that with a lot of dark images, apart from the one on the right, which is white. And we hope that this is just a little look into the kind of style that we're going for and what we'll try and create. Our treatment, we have written a treatment for our film, beginning to middle to end, and this will be basically everything in the film without showing you the film. Act 1. It begins with a blank screen, starts completely black, and on it will have flashing words. It will have a voiceover over the top. It's going through the thoughts and emotions. It will be Max, our main character, and it will just be saying different words and different phrases that he's been going through to kind of initially set the tone for the film, so people kind of know what he's going through. And then from that, it will start him waking up at home, and it'll just see him going through his normal day, his normal routine on his way to college. It'll just be a normal day like every other. In that, he will, with his teacher, will be doing a lecture for the day and will introduce a new student called Ella. And she will, she'll go sit next to Max and they'll start forming a relationship. And with that, you'll see the teacher look on and be concerned and a bit worried, and which will conflict from what you're seeing as the viewer. You'll see them sat down and getting on, but the teacher that's introduced her will be concerned that at that stage you won't know what about. The worries will continue, and the teacher will be making phone calls, and you'll be wondering what the phone calls are about, because he'll be looking on. It'll be from Max's perception, what he sees and what he's doing, and what he sees from the teacher looking in. And there'll be no explanation of what it is, and you'll just see two new friends and the progress between their relationship.
So every shot the teacher looking worried is from his point of view?
It will be not looking on, it will be looking on the teacher.
Because we don't reveal what he's seeing, so it might be that.
We won't reveal what the teacher's seeing, but we'll reveal what.
No, but it'll be a POV shot from Max.
What he's looking at the teacher, rather than the teacher looking at him.
Okay, so much like the beginning of Act 1, the protagonist will start to every day to show his mundane life, but because he's got a new friend in Ella now, it's starting to get very interesting, and he's starting to become a bit more of himself. But obviously the teacher is becoming more and more worried about everything he's seeing. So what he does is he comes to Max one day and he says, look, we think something's going on with you, we need you to go and see someone. So he goes to a welfare officer to do some therapy with him. Max is confused about this, obviously, because he doesn't know what's going on, so he confides in Ella, who says that what they're doing is trying to turn them against each other and keep them away from each other, which obviously confuses him, because he doesn't understand why they do that. And obviously what she's really doing is twisting his thoughts, so she's making him believe things aren't really real. So then we go to the welfare office to have the scene of therapy. They they say, we think you might have some psychosis, and Max doesn't believe him because Ella's told him against it, and he doesn't see how he could, basically. And yeah, he basically tells Ella that once he's been there, and again she just reiterates, "Yes, telling you lies," basically, which will give him
So
more
he's like
confidence.
torn between what the mental health specialist is telling him and what she's telling
Yeah,
him.
because
He feels a bit torn.
he's a good guy, so he's not like a bad person.
Yeah.
So he knows that what they're telling him will be the right stuff, but he
Mm.
doesn't want to listen because Ella's been such an impact on his life that he now doesn't know what to think or believe.
Massive influence on him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Cool. Jack, do you want to take this one?
So Act 3, like the dark thoughts will continue in Max's mind. Like it's slowly like progressing on to, you know, like his madness, like signs. Like illusions will become more like efficient. Like you'll see more of it happening. Like thinking the to the audience, like they don't know what's happening. Like questioning it really. So
how will you get this across? Will this be like flashes to certain imagery, or how are we going to get this kind of distortion across?
We'll show a progression of time some way, whether that's like clock or dates or something.
Yeah.
It will show a progression, and it will
Dates
show
is good, yeah.
over time it'll get mad, like not mad, but it'll get his
Yeah, think
thoughts
about the
become darker and
terminology
darker.
we're using.
Not mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it will become more isolated with the way he thinks, and the things that he sees, and we'll show that with the time.
Yeah. Bit unstable.
Bit unstable, and he becomes a issue than he was to begin with.
So yeah, after he finishes college, he returns home, which leads to his parents getting like informed about his meeting with the welfare officer, and you know, knowing what's like heard about the news of his mental illness.
The news.
Well,
The news back from the teacher.
Yeah.
So initially it starts as we're going to keep it between us. We're not going to tell anyone because we don't
So
want to
the
stress
teacher
about
tells the parents.
after amount of time
Yeah.
because we think we now need to tell.
So then this leads to the parents being concerned, like worried for their own child, and it will result into like an argument because he's saying nothing's, you know, like he doesn't have anything wrong with him and that. So they like get frustrated with him and basically like ground him, so like shut him in his room. So then because of this, like Ella like starts messaging Max, and he's saying to her like what's happened and that. So like she basically like gets in his house, and then she tells him to like seek revenge on the people that's like ruining his life. Well, she's saying
Like you need to quieten them down.
Yeah,
Stop them saying these
basically,
things
yeah.
about you.
It can't get out anymore. It's already
Yeah.
gotten out enough. You need to now end it.
Yeah.
so. She's as she's saying that she's telling Max to kill like the people. So this results into, because he's killing them, like
How are you going to show that him on his killing spree?
So we're not going to show him actually committing the murder. So we won't see like blood and like all of that. It won't be that gory. But you'll see him do it in a way where either it's a shot of him looking over someone, or it will be up for you to decide how he does this. But
So it's suggestive.
suggested, but you'll know it, and from later on you'll know that he did from the words he said. But there won't be any like blood or like.
Think about the scenes
knives
in
or-
which you can create to get that message across that they are dead and he hasn't just attacked them,
Yeah, definitely,
that they are dead.
definitely. Whether it's him going back or some form of
Yeah. Police tape or something like that, do you know, I mean around the college or something,
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
signify
Yeah.
that a major crime has occurred. Yeah.
100%.
yeah, because of like his killings and that, so he like decides to write a note about what he's done, so he can like leave it in his room, and basically like he's gonna confess to killing himself as well. So that basically results in he's either going to stab himself or hang himself. We're thinking about hanging himself to like so we can use the shot where we just see like the legs basically. So we don't want to make it gruesome and that. But yeah, and then as he's doing it, his mum is coming up the stairs. So like it builds the tension really to the audience, thinking, oh, is she gonna like make it and save him, or is she gonna be late? Which we're gonna have it where she's gonna be like late. So
she's gonna like second out, so she's like opening the door like second, like dies.
Do you even need to show her getting to the room? What if you ended it before she got to the room?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean the
Because
ending.
then the audience just don't know whether she got there, saved him, or whether he.
Yeah, right at the end it's going to be. There's a few possibilities for like the ending shot and how we're going to do it. So we still need to figure that out and figure out how we're going to cut it off, because we want to make it like dramatic enough.
Have you done any research? You may well go on to this, sorry, and I'm asking questions too.
Sorry.
But have you done any research into how someone with the condition of psychosis might end it? Because I think that might steer you.
Not into what they would do, but we could do.
Because I'm sure there's probably some.
We've looked into psychosis, but not.
There's
if
probably
they were
some
to
like
themselves.
quantitative evidence that will show you, statistics wise, the majority of people with psychosis go on to, you know, whether they recover or whether suicide's an option for them and how they do it. There will definitely be some information out there.
Yeah,
So look at that so that it makes it quite authentic, because it might be that hanging themselves just wouldn't be the way that someone would do that.
So
I
we
don't know.
want to make it feasible enough, not feasible, but more in the story. We want to make it like accessible, not like ridiculous. Like
it needs to be realistic to how that person with that condition would behave.
And
some more research will help that.
And also quickly, as the parents walking upstairs, there'll be music in the background, like gentle music, and it will be him reading out the note that he's left his mum, and saying everything he's done and how sorry he is, and just kind of everything, and then show his innocent side. So you see at the beginning, of him being, just a normal teenage kid. Sorry for rambling on, but right. Dean, John?
So the moment of our film we decided was change, and the reason we decided that was because if we looked at the start of the story where Max was at the start, he was just a nice guy, and there wasn't really anything wrong with him. He didn't know, obviously, he had psychosis or anything like that, and Ella wasn't there. But when Ella came, obviously his life changed, and he started, becoming different. And obviously when he got psychosis, he started reacting differently to what he usually would. And then obviously he started killing people because Ella's told him to, and he doesn't realise what he's doing. So it was a big change from what he started off as before he knew all this stuff that he knows at the end.
So Ella was a real person.
No.
So we were gonna reveal her not real.
We probably would have said that. Ella's basically part of his psychosis problem, so she's like the solution.
Yeah, there's no reveal of that though.
So we were gonna reveal it, but we thought we wouldn't reveal it and let people kind of
think if she's real.
And the killer, none of that happened. We forgot to mention. He didn't kill anyone.
He didn't kill anyone.
This is all his head. There was no Ella. There was no. That's why the level.
It's not clear.
Yeah.
I think you need a reveal.
Okay.
For something this good, like we looked at Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
And that moment when you get that reveal is so satisfying almost. It's just like, oh my god, it's not even real. Like that is all part of his mind and this whole character relationship that they've got, and it's so sad because that was a lovely relationship that those two had, but then you get this feeling of like, oh, that's not even real. That I think you do need to have a reveal.
And Fight Club, obviously, which you referenced in the very beginning, the big twist is the reveal.
Draw out as long as possible, so you think
you can do it right at the end.
And then right at the end.
It should be right at the very end. I was still waiting for it to come in, and he just moved on. I was like, so is she real? I just presumed she wasn't, and then I thought she was. So yeah.
And I didn't know that he hadn't been on the killing spree. I thought he'd actually done that.
Yeah, same.
But he hasn't.
Yeah. So we forgot to explain. None of that had happened, and it's false perception, his perception of what's happened.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That false perception.
Yeah.
When we said in his room, he never left his room. Basically, he was just lying there.
It could almost just end in the therapy room. That's very still and very quiet. And he could be saying, "Yeah, I miss her. I wish she was still here." and the therapist is going, but you do understand that she's not real, or do you know something like that? Just one very.
One, him being aware that she's not real.
Yeah. So him in a therapy session, say maybe a month down the line, and how you feeling, and he can just say, I miss her, I wish she was still here.
Yeah.
And the therapist is just like, you know, she was never here, Max.
So it starts with therapy.
Just like that, and then it's one sentence done.
So it could constant. Sorry, I like this. I'm really enjoying it. it could refer back to the.
Yeah. You can start with a therapist with the, you know, your voice. You said the voice in the black screen. What's the voice saying at the beginning?
It's right at the beginning.
I like all that distortion at the black screen though, the voice is whispering,
Yeah.
why are you doing this?
Yeah, you can start that, and then you can open scene could be just him talking, and you forget, and then you come back to the right end. So
And then it'll go back to when we first met. Yeah.
So it starts there.
That'd be
And then you've got your reveal. Whilst you're filming your shots, you could always just get that shot of him at the desk with Ella on his own talking to himself, and that's what the teachers look at him with.
Yeah.
You can get a couple of them anyway, and
We
you
were
can put
going
them in, but they
put
might
that
not.
in at the end with the teacher's point of view and his friend's point of
Yeah,
view.
it's always good filming them anyway, and then you can put them in the end. They might not work.
But while he's got that dialogue with the therapist, and he's saying, I miss her, we had so much fun, she really got me, you know, she understood me. You could be overlaying that with cutaways of him just talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And while he's talking about that, and then the therapist says, Max, you know she was never here, and it's like that.
Yeah. That would be more effective. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes your end and bang.
That would be good. Yeah.
Who have you got lined up there? Who's playing all these brilliant roles?
Yeah. So we have. Should we skip
Yeah, we've
some
got.
stuff? We way over
Just
time.
go to
So.
characters and actors.
Yeah. Cool. So we've done a lot of research, as you can
That's good.
kind of see.
But still a bit more research into psychosis
Into
and
the
what behaviour.
effects.
Also, there might be some medication that they would ask him to take in the first instance when he first got diagnosed.
Yeah.
So he can have the medication, and Ella could be saying, "Don't take them. They're trying to poison you.
Yeah.
Like, don't take them. They want to poison you. They want you to die. Don't take them." So think about that kind of adding that into the storyline too.
Yeah.
Why does it suddenly come on?
There's sometimes no reason for it at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a post-traumatic
it's-
stress thing.
Have you got
Sometimes it's absolutely
That
no reason.
research in your report.
Yeah. So it's like
Happen to any of us.
a lot of mental illness, well, most of the mental illness is there's never a cause, there's never a trigger. Whether it's like a imbalance in the brain or whatever it is, and there's no, like people with depression, it's not their whole life from a baby they've been depressed. It's like sometimes it's just unconscious.
That's the
Whoever
most
it is,
frightening bit of research about it, I think, is that
can happen to anyone.
Just go put that into your.
it could
make sure
just
you reference
come
that
out of nowhere.
into your research section. It's good. Okay, Karen.
That's why we went with psychosis as well, because it doesn't mean we have to like make a long backstory that drags out the film.
Yeah.
Jump straight into it.
It's very beautiful mind. I love it.
I haven't seen that though. I feel like you just give away the ending.
You have.
Yeah, it's
How
fine.
have you
We'll
seen
need to
it? I
watch
recommended
it
it to you like 8 years ago.
I've got around to it.
Yeah. So we got Max, age 17, and Ella, age 17.
Who's playing these?
Who's playing them?
So we have Ben Payne as Max, and we
Okay.
have his friend Holly Gibson as Ella.
Do you know what days are available?
Yes, they're available Tuesday all day, Monday afternoons, and then I think Friday evenings, and then weekends. And that's both of them, and they're on the same schedule because on the same course.
Tuesday afternoon, that day.
Tuesday mornings because we're in Tuesday afternoons, aren't we?
No, but they're only free Tuesday afternoons.
Oh, no?
Yeah. Monday,
What-
Tuesday
what day is he
afternoons.
free all day?
Fridays.
It'll be Friday. No, but they're on a different schedule to us, aren't they?
No, I'm talking about their schedule, not yours.
Yeah, their schedule's different to ours.
Yeah.
It says there's communication evidence in our folder. Which
That's
says,
fine,
it
as long
says
as you know their availability.
Yeah. And we just wanted to do the pitch first before we make a group with them and like iron out details. We just want to make sure it's all going ahead still.
No, we're cancelling your idea.
Well, you never know.
You've got Dan as your teacher.
Yes, we needed to. We haven't actually asked you this. We were going to ask.
How have you not asked the
We
whole
completely
time we've
forgot. I
decided
was thinking
on
this
this?
coming in. I was like, actors, and I suddenly remembered. We need to talk to you, either someone else.
Do you just yeah, I like what?
Yeah, we need a teacher. Won't be a big role.
We have got other teachers.
Yeah, that's what I
available,
mean. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. You're in our film.
That might be.
No, if not, we'll. There's plenty of other teachers.
First of all, they told me you were in it, and I was like,
Yeah,
he's not a teenager, and I thought you were playing Max, and I was like,
yeah, because when we told her, we
Dad
said we had an
can't do
idea that
this.
we'd have you as you in it, and she was like, yeah, but Dan's not 17. I was like, yeah, I know he's not.
and I was going, but no, he looks like a 34-year-old. You can't play a 17-year-old.
Yeah, but if not, obviously we'll talk to you later on. If not, we'll
We've
organise
got
something
lots
else.
of teachers.
Got
Who's the parents?
We haven't
Yeah.
sorted that out yet. We need to get that ironed down. We don't necessarily need both parents. Maybe that's not necessary. Maybe we only need a man and a female. You know, for mum and dad. We don't know. But yeah, we need to still iron that out. Get that in.
Have you got anyone in mind?
Well, I mean, we could, if it need be, we can use our parents.
Yeah.
Like
It's quite an intense scene you're asking
Yeah.
them to do.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll probably have to be an actual.
I would say someone you knew rather than a stranger, because it is
Oh,
quite a sensitive
Definitely.
scene that you're asking them.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, we still. That's what I mean. We still need to look into that and see who the best is for that, because it's quite important. And we also wanted to get actual like training actors rather than someone from our class. Like we had that kid from year 1, but we thought as it's a lot of it is, and Ben's quite an emotional actor, so
Yeah, it's
we
good.
hope that we do a good job. But yeah, that's it. I
Who's
wasn't any
the
questions,
counsellor?
but counsellor, and again we haven't figured that out yet. We still need to look into that.
Vicky would do it.
We should do it.
Social welfare officer.
Yeah.
She obviously knows the right terminology and stuff, so I would
Yeah.
use her to research your script writing.
Right.
So, and she's obviously got the setting for it and everything.
Yeah.
So, but I would definitely don't say to her, you know, write this as you'd say it. Say, can we use you as a research
Yeah.
resource, and say, what would be the process? You know, if someone came to you as psychosis, what would you do in this scenario? So you know it's all real.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, contact her earlier rather than later.
Yeah, we'll do that this afternoon. We'll get some word out and we'll see who we can get in front of us. Locations, obviously, this campus. This is the first one because he's going to college. Western Town Centre. We were thinking we could do this paired with like in areas in Bristol. We could do to show his deterioration. We could show like isolation shots with walking on his own and then with Ella, and like just general fillers almost, and not necessarily we will be doing like actual acting there, but it will be good to get some good scenery and change of scenery there rather than just college. And also my house, aka my room.
For the house scene.
Yeah, it's in Weston, and they're both in Winscombe, where it's harder for me to get there than we don't have to do anything at college. So
It makes sense for maybe your parents to do.
yeah, I need to talk to Big Dan, right? It's a little bit of a rock. We wouldn't necessarily need to have them on camera. It could all be through voices. We'll,
It's easier for actors as well, isn't it? To stay in Western.
yeah,
area.
yeah, exactly. And our actors are from Weston as well, so it's better to be in the
Yeah.
area.
Your moment of change.
Yes.
It's quite broad. But like
So-
this is quite a specific moment.
So
isn't it?
initially it was perception, the moment of perception and what people view situations as and what you see things.
Yeah.
But you didn't like that, so we had to change that. And we changed it to change because there's kind of 3 big moments that have changed. So you see his initial, what he's like initially. You see when he gets told he has psychosis. You see him once he commits what he commits, and when he is, deciding he needs this. His only release is to kill himself, or
But at the end,
You see-
it's almost that moment of realisation for him, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
we-
she
We were
wasn't
going to say
there.
that.
we were going to say
The
realization,
whole
but we
film
didn't
doesn't have
know.
it, it's just the end that has that. So it's like,
We didn't know how. Well,
But that's fine,
That's
your
the
moment
whole
can come in
film.
anywhere. Your moment could come in the last
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Is
Yeah,
that fine?
Yeah.
it's change. Yeah, because it's what is your film really about? That's it.
yeah.
And that was the whole purpose of it. Is it the realization? Because you say his moment of change when it changes, but your beginning scene is just him going to school.
That's
And then
that's not necessarily changed. That's just set what he was initially to what he is at the end.
So
Big
there's,
change.
there's not much there. I don't know. I feel like change isn't strong enough. I think your idea is really strong, and the change is just too weak to reference that.
Yeah.
And realization. I mean, yeah, that we're with the reveal.
Think more about the mental health side
Yeah.
of things, the moment of questioning all the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's something probably surrounding mental
Yeah,
health.
you've got question in
and
reality with that.
psychosis.
Yours,
It will
change is
link
too
better.
broad. Well, I think
Yeah.
yours, because it's about mental health, you can really.
We struggle
you
with
can think about that.
It's
struggle
realisation,
with
but
the
don't
moment.
call it realisation. Call it, I don't know, acknowledge. It's more kind of acknowledgement that he's got this, because at the end, when he's seeing the counsellor, that's almost like his future. Then he can get better from that. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he's acceptance. Maybe it's a moment of acceptance.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going down the route of
I would. Yeah.
of using
Work on
the
that. Work on your moment. I mean, it doesn't. It's not in the film or anything. It's just for this piece for us.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's just not. It's not in depth enough.
And just one tiny thing, I think for your piece to reach a wider audience and to be more safer and acceptable with a wider audience, I think a hanging scene might be too brutal.
Yeah.
I just would explore some other things like tablets or
Okay.
some kind of other more subtle way. I just feel like a hanging scene is very, you've then put your film onto a different level.
Okay.
Instead of it being suggestive suicide, it's very much, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
impactful and will, could affect young people and stuff like that, but if it's more suggestive, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have a research into it, see what you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah. And
Then you might change that. They do that.
I love the idea
They
though.
do the reveal with the counsellor. It might change.
But that can still be in there.
But he shouldn't kill himself. Because he can't have the reveal.
Yeah,
If it's the
I
most.
was thinking that.
I think he does need to almost kill himself because they say you need to hit rock bottom before you.
So yeah, but he
start
doesn't
to
actually
come
kill
up.
himself.
No, but
maybe it could be
attempts
he
to.
takes tablets and
Yeah.
something. You see
Yeah.
him like collapse, and then it flashes to the
Yeah.
end of the interview.
Yeah. But
Yes.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
die.
like-
Yeah.
And then he's
So
talking
he
about
can't
how he.
actually,
Yeah.
And then
So
the
they're
end
just
scene
thinking,
is the
oh, is he
reveal.
done? Yeah.
So he can't actually kill himself
Yeah,
and then
because
have
then
the
it's gonna be like,
counsellor.
how's
No,
he
I
got
know,
life?
but
Yeah.
like he's attempted suicide.
Yeah, I'm
so,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the attempt, and then you would cut to the counsellor at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like,
Definitely.
makes sense now.
That counsellor at the end though almost needs to be in a different setting. The
And
counsellor at the
different-
beginning because he's
different
probably been sectioned then.
Yeah.
It's probably in hospital, so I would do Charlotte's nurse's room,
Yeah.
put the hospital one at the end, and a different room for the kind of day-to-day counselling.
Different costumes and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different days. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Cool, thank you, boys. So just some things to work on there. It's
It's a nice
obviously
idea,
your
though.
ending, the reveal, and obviously your moment.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it, isn't it? You've done lots of work, more than you could get across in this.
Yeah. Sorry about running over.
Okay. Well, we were asking lots of questions, so yeah, I think it's really nice. You
Well
just got a few hours
researched
to
as
work
well,
on
I
that.
think.